So here we have the Nissan Qashqai on a 67 plate. I'm going to start off firstly by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside of it. From the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. We're going to start off inside the boot area first of all. As we approach the back of the car, you can see we have reversing sensors, plenty of boot space as well, along with that 60-40 split folding rear seat. Should you wish to increase this space even further, you can also then lift and remove these two tray sections, which can be used to divide the boot up into sections as well. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in, and as mentioned, we'll run through some controls on the inside of it from there. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the rev counter and coolant temperature gauge. On the right-hand side, the speedometer and fuel gauge. And then in the centre, you can see the total miles for this car. They are 49,454. To the left-hand side of that, it will show you what gear the car is in. It's an automatic, so we, of course, are in park at the moment. If we back out to the steering wheel next, on the left-hand side, we have stereo controls. On the right-hand side, cruise control, speed limiter, and phone controls for the car. Over into the centre next, we have the main touchscreen. There are physical buttons down the left and right-hand sides that will take you into certain menus. So, for example, if I press map, you'll have your map for your satellite navigation, but it all becomes touchscreen from there. So, for example, if you want to pair your phone, you'd hit connect, and then you'd pair a new device from there. When it comes to the radio, we have DAB, FM, and AM radio available. If you listen to your own music, you can do so via the CD player, auxiliary input, and Bluetooth audio as well. This car's got a 360 parking camera. So, reversing camera on the right, 360 on the left, and it goes a couple of steps beyond that. If you press the camera button, you get a front-facing camera and the bird's eye view. Press it again for the front-facing camera and the front near side wheel. This car also has autonomous parking, so it can look for a bay to park in, and it will take control of the steering for you, and it can do exactly the same with parallel parking, making it a very easy car to park, of course. Below that, we have dual zone climate control. You can adjust the passenger and the driver temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed. You can determine where you'd like the air distributed once it enters the car, and that's your air conditioning on. Same button to turn it off, or just hit auto. The car will now take full control to maintain the temperatures that you've asked for. You can override that whenever you wish to. You can put it back on your own temperatures here as well. Underneath that, we have a 12-volt charging socket, the electronic handbrake, gear lever for your fully automatic gearbox, 2 cup holders, and then we have both driver and passenger heated seats with 2 different heat settings on each. Very last thing I wanted to mention is the panoramic glass roof. There is a sunblind, as you can see, which will open all the way to the back of those rear seats. That lets in a huge amount of extra light. The glass section itself is fixed in position here. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at Surrey Specialist Cars. We'd love to hear from you soon.